Good morning, Year 5 and 6, and welcome to today's handwriting lesson. If you would just like to go and write today's date and title for me, remembering a W is all the points to be at the same height, and then come back. So this week we're going to carry on looking at prefixes, and the prefixes we're going to look at today are super, anti, and auto. So the first one we're going to look at is super. I'm just going to write the word super, remembering to start on the line halfway for our S because it's a lowercase s. Diagonal lines between the letters. Make sure that belly of the P sits on the line and doesn't stand on the line. So we've got super, and we're going to write what this means. And this means above. So super means above. I'm going to put in brackets here. Tall letters. Better. Oh, got my tall stick there. Better than. Remembering that my tall letters are tall, my small letters are small, and it's all sat on the line. So super means above, better than. So the first word we're going to look at is supermarket. So it's better than a normal market because it's supermarket. It's a supermarket. So we're going to start on the line. Now remember that S is lowercase. We still keep seeing some big S's. It needs to be the same size as all your other letters. So diagonal and down for your P, back up, and make sure that belly's sat on the line. Little E, stick for my R, back down, and then over, and then we're going to add market. So down for the stick on our M. Make sure that when we go over for our M, all of the points are on the line. A little A, diagonal line and down for our R. Then we go up tall for our K. And then we go back as high as the R to do our kicking bit on the K. A little E, and then up tall for our T. So supermarket. So if you want to go and have a go now at writing that, and then do it a couple of more times, and then come back for our next word. So our next word is superstar. So we're going to start on the line, remembering only halfway up for the S, across and up for the W, diagonal line and down for the P, making sure that the belly is on the line, little E, diagonal and down for the R, and now we're an S, so we don't go tall for that. It's a short, small letter, lowercase. So super star, up tall for the T, make sure we go right the way down to the line, curly cut for the A, diagonal line and down for the R. Superstar. So if you would like to go and have a go at writing superstar, and then pop back and we shall look at the next prefix. So the next prefix we're looking at today is anti, which means against. So I'm just going to write that here as a reminder of what it means. So my little A, diagonal line to my N to make sure I've got my stick, up tall for my I, diagonal line to my I, my dot, and cross my T. So we've got anti, and that means against. So my curly cut for my A, round for my G, curly cut for my A, diagonal and down for my I, diagonal down for the stick on my N, and over, and a little S. Make sure I go across the line and then up my T. So that means against. So clockwise, the clock moves forward. So anti-clockwise goes the opposite way. So our two words. The first one is anti-clockwise. we're going to start on the line, my little A, diagonal, down, over for my N, tall T, diagonal, and down for my I, a little C, up tall for my L, curly cut and round for my O, join the O from the top, go round. Now the K, remember, goes all the way up to the top, back down to the bottom, and then back up to the same size as the C. So anti-clock. Now we need the W. So we're going to do a diagonal line. So we can do the W, making sure all the points are the same height. Across a little bit and down for our I. Little S, little E. And I'm going to cross my T, dot my I, dot my I. And we've got anti-clockwise. So anti is against. So you want to go and practice that a couple of more times and then pop back. And our next word is antibacterial. So if you've got bacteria and you spray on top of that, it's to get rid of it. It'll be antibacteria. Doesn't like bacteria. So start on the line. So curly cut for our A and down, diagonal and down for our N, sorry. Up tall for our T, diagonal and down for our I, up tall for our B. Oh, that's not very good. Round, curly cut for my A, curly cut for my C, up tall for my T, little E, stick for my R, down for my I, curly cut for my A, and up tall for my L. So anti-bacterial. So I've gone then and put my dots on my I's and crosses for my T's. Antibacterial. So if you would like to practice that a couple of more times and then pop on back. And welcome back. And the last one we're going to look at today is auto, which means self or own. So I'm just going to write auto here. So start on the line, curly cut for my A, diagonal and down for my U, up tall for my T, and curly cut for my O, auto. And that means self, remembering my S is a small S, up tall for my L, and that tricky F. So we go up, not all the way to the top, back down in a straight line, and then I'll flick self or, and then my own. Remembering my W, what does it need? I hear you say all the points at the same size. It means auto or own. So the first word we're going to look at is autobiography. And that's something that is written about themselves, about an author has written about themselves. So autobiography. So we're going to start on the line. Curly cut for our A, diagonal for our U, up tall for our T, little O, up tall for our B, little I, little O, little G. So I've got autobiography, then my A, diagonal and down for my P, up tall for my H, diagonal line and down for my Y. So cross my T, dot my I, and then we've got autobiography. And then the last word, oh sorry, if you want to go and practice that a couple of times and then come back. And the last word is autograph, and that is a person's own signature. We're going to start on the line for autograph, curly cut for our A, diagonal down for our U, up tall for our T, diagonal for our O, crossed to join our G, coming back up, same height, curly cut for our A, diagonal line, remember to go down for our P, belly on the line, and up tall for our H. And we've got autograph. So if you would like to practice that a couple of times, that would be lovely. And then if you would like to choose one word from each and write me a sentence using your best handwriting, that would be absolutely amazing. Okay, look forward to speaking to you on Thursday. Bye for now.